Most learners see up and label it a preposition, but in he went up in the lift, that up isn't a preposition. Mastering this distinction changes how you learn phrasal verbs. We must distinguish between adverbial particles and prepositions to truly understand sentence structure and phrasal verb mechanics. Look at he went up in the lift. Here, up and in seem similar, but they're not. Up is a particle, in is the preposition. This distinction is key. An adverbial particle functions as part of the verb. In went up describes the direction, not a relationship to a noun. It's an extension of the verb. Prepositions connect nouns to the sentence. In the lift defines location. Without in, the lift has no logical place in the scene. It anchors the noun. Prepositions need an object. Remove the lift and in must vanish. But up stays solid. You can just say, he went up. The particle stands alone. Particles are mobile. Prepositions are locked. You can pick up the book or pick the book up, but you can't move in. It must stay before its object. To truly master this, you must understand volume. Prepositions define the spatial boundaries of a scene. A particle simply defines the quality or direction of the action. On often signals a process, like on a journey. This anchors the subject to a state of being, rather than just adding a simple direction to a verb. Some prepositions are units, like for lack of. This whole phrase acts as a single logical bridge, connecting the action directly to the reason. In idioms like all along the line, the preposition is embedded. It provides progression but functions as a fixed modifier. Don't translate these literally. Stop guessing. Ask, does it have an object? Is it mobile? Separate particles from prepositions to master your English flow. Let's apply our rules to a new sentence. He put on his coat. To find out what on is doing here, we first identify the object, his coat. Now, we apply the movement rule. Because we can move the word on to the end of the sentence, we know it's a particle, not a preposition. Contrast this with he sat on the chair. If we try to move the word on to the end, this confirms on is a preposition here, defining a spatial relationship to the chair. Unlike prepositions, an adverbial particle doesn't need an object to function. You can simply say, he went up. The sentence is grammatically complete. But if you say, he went in, the listener is left waiting. In requires an object, like the lift, to complete the spatial relationship. This is your first master rule. If the word can stand alone, it's a particle. If it needs a noun to make sense, it's a preposition. Our second rule is mobility. Particles are like free-floating satellites. They can orbit the object and land in different positions without changing the meaning. Prepositions, however, are like anchors. They are heavy and locked. They must stay exactly where they are to keep the sentence from breaking. Let's practice. In put down the bag, we can move down to the end. This mobility proves it's a particle. Contrast this with run down the hill. Here, down is locked. It defines the hill's location, making it a preposition. Next, look up the word. The word up moves easily, identifying it as a particle that modifies the verb look. But in look up the chimney, up is a preposition. It's locked because it creates a spatial link between you and the chimney. Let's apply our rules to a new sentence. He put on his coat. To find out what on is doing here, we first identify the object, his coat. Remember these two master rules. Use the object test and the mobility rule to stop guessing and start speaking with precision. Recap. Prepositions define volume. They are the physical or conceptual boundaries that hold the scene together. And remember process. Prepositions like on anchor the subject to a state of being, signaling a continuous journey. Complex prepositions are logical bridges. Treat them as a single unit, connecting your action directly to its reason. When you separate particles from prepositions, you master the flow of English. Now, apply this logic and start speaking with precision. This separates intermediate from advanced speakers. If this helped, subscribe to Radiant Skills for more practical logic. See you next time.